Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of post-structuralism and deconstructionism. Essential topics for those preparing for the UGC NET English exam. Let's unravel the key ideas and meet some influential thinkers. Ready? Let's go. Post-structuralism, a term buzzing around the academic corridors. But what is it? In a simple terms, it's a way of looking at a language, power and knowledge differently than traditional structuralism. In other words, post-structuralism and deconstructionism are ways of looking at how language and meaning work in literature. Instead of seeing fixed meanings, they say that words are always changing and have many interpretations. These ideas laid by thinkers like Jacques Derrida question traditional ways of understanding texts. Post-structuralism explore how power and language connects, while deconstructionism examine the complexity of words and their meanings. Together, these theories have changed how people study and think about literature and language. Now let's meet our influential thinkers. First up, we have Michel Foucault. Picture this. He is like an intellectual detective exploring how power operates in society. His works like Discipline and Punish and Archaeology of Knowledge are a must read for anyone diving into post-structuralist water. In the realm of post-structuralism and deconstructionism, the works of Michel Foucault stand as a pillar of intellectual exploration. As you gear up for the UGC NET English exam, let's unravel the significance of Foucault's contributions. First is Madness and Civilization, 1961. Delving into the history of a mental illness, this seminal work questions societal norms and the treatment of those deemed mad. Foucault's exploration of the relationship between power and sanity is foundational. Next is The Birth of the Clinic, 1963. Foucault turns his gaze to the medical world, examining how institutions shape knowledge. This work introduces the concept of the medical gaze and scrutinizes the power dynamics within healthcare systems. Next is Discipline and Punish. Perhaps one of Foucault's most famous works, this book scrutinizes the evolution of punishment. From public execution to modern surveillance, Foucault analyzes how power operates in the control and discipline of individuals. Next is The Archaeology of Knowledge, 1969. In this work, Foucault presents his archaeological method, encouraging scholars to analyze discourses and systems of knowledge. It's a key text for understanding his approach to historical analysis. Next is Society Must Be Defended, 1975 to 1976, a compilation of Foucault's lectures. This work explores the relationship between war and politics. Here, he introduced the concept of biopolitics, delving into how states govern populations through policies and practices. Next is The History of Sexuality, 1976 to 1984. This multi-volume exploration examines the complex interplay of power, sexuality, and societal norms. Foucault challenges conventional understandings of sexuality, arguing that it is deeply intertwined with the mechanism of power. Friends, as you prepare for the UGC NET English exam, delving into Michel Foucault works will provide you with a nuanced understanding of post-structuralism and deconstructionism. These texts lay the groundwork for grappling with the intricate relationship between power, knowledge, and societal norms. A journey essential for any English scholars navigating the landscape of contemporary literary theory. Now let's talk about Jacques Derrida. He is the maestro of deconstructionism. What's that? Well, it's like literary and philosophical magic. Derrida challenges fixed meaning, encouraging us to question and explore the multiple interpretations within a text. Of grammatology and writing and difference are his masterpieces. As you prepare for the UGC NET English exam and delve into the complexities of post-structuralism and deconstructionism, Jacques Derrida's influential contributions stand at the forefront. Let's explore some of his pivotal works that have shaped the landscape of literary theory. Of Grammatology, 1967, Derrida's groundbreaking debut challenges traditional assumptions about language and writing. He introduces the concept of a deconstruction and explores the relationship between speech and writing, dismantling the hierarchical structure within linguistics. Next is Writing and Difference, 1967. In this collection of essays, Derrida expands on the themes introduced in Of Grammatology. He interrogates the nature of a language, exploring how binary oppositions shape meaning and how deconstruction can unravel these oppositions. Next is Speech and Phenomena, 1967. Derrida engages with the phenomenology, particularly Edmund Husserl's ideas, to scrutinize the nature of speech and writings. The work exemplifies his deconstructive approach to philosophical concepts. Next is Margins of Philosophy, 1972. This expansive collection explored diverse philosophical topics, demonstrating Derrida's wide-ranging intellectual pursuits. The essays touch on literature, language, and the intricacies of various philosophical traditions. Next is Dissemination, offering a series of essays. Derrida continued to challenge fixed meaning and explore the multiplicities inherent in language. The work showcases his innovative thinking on textuality and the dissemination of meaning. Next important work is The Postcard from Socrates and Freud and Beyond, 1980. In this intricate work, Derrida employs a series of letters to deconstruct various philosophical and psychoanalytical concepts. The text exemplifies his playful and inventive approach to philosophy. Next work is The Truth in Painting. Collaborating with art historian and critic Georges D.D. Huberman, Derrida engages with the philosophy of art. The work explored the notion of a truth in painting and extend deconstructive inquiries into visual representation. Friends, as you navigate the complex theories and deconstructionism and post-structuralism, immersing yourself in these foundational works by Jacques Derrida will provide a comprehensive understanding of his revolutionary ideas. These texts continue to shape the discourse around language, philosophy, and literary theory, making them invaluable resources for UGC English aspirants. Next on our list is Paul de Man. He adds another layer to deconstructionism. De Man explores how language can deceive and distort. His work, Allegories of Reading, takes us on a journey through the complexities of language and interpretation. In the intricate realm of post-structuralism and deconstructionism, the works of Paul de Man serves as a beacon of a critical inquiry. As you gear up for the UGC English exam, let's delve into the essential texts that contribute to de Man's legacy. First important work is Blindness and Insight, Essays in the Rhetoric of a Contemporary Criticism, 1971. De Man's early work sets the stage for his exploration of a rhetorical criticism. In this collection of essays, he challenges conventional approaches to literary analysis and introduces his distinctive perspectives. Next is Allegories of Reading, Figural Language in Rousseau, Nietzsche, Reich, and Proust. A seminal text in deconstructionism, this book examines the nuance of allegory and figural language in the works of key literary figures. De Man's analysis prompts readers to reconsider traditional interpretation and grapple with the complexities of language. Next, the Rhetoric of Romanticism, 1984. This work depends De Man's exploration of a literary theory focusing on the rhetorical strategies employed by Romantic poets. His examination of a language capacity for self-deception challenges established notions of clarity and transparency in literature. Next is the Resistance to Theory, 1986. In this collection of essays, De Man engages with the debates surrounding literary theory and the resistance to theoretical approaches. He addresses the tension between theory and practice, offering insight into the evolving landscape of literary studies. Next is Aesthetic Ideology, 1996. Published posthumously, this compilation brings together key essays that highlights De Man's engagements with the aesthetic of literature. It showcases his persistent interrogations of language and the ideological implications embedded in literary works. Friends, Paul de Man's works are essential for those navigating the intricacies of deconstructionism and post-structuralism. Through his insightful critiques and nuanced analysis, de Man invites scholars to question the assumptions underlying traditional literary interpretations. As you prepare for the UGC English exam, exploring these foundational texts will provide a comprehensive understanding of de Man's significant contribution to the field of literary theory. Last but not least, we have J.H. Miller. He is a vital figure in understanding a post-structuralist literary theory. His contribution to the field, especially his work on narrative theory, provide invaluable insights into how stories shape our understanding of the world. Now let's see his most important works. First is The Critic as Host, 1977. In this influential essay, Miller explored the relationship between a critic and literary text, introducing the idea of the critic as a host to the text. He emphasizes the dynamic and reciprocal nature of this relationship. Next is The Ethics of Reading, Kant, Deman, Eliot, Trollope, James, 1987. This work engages with the ethical dimensions of literary interpretation, drawing on the theories of Immanuel Kant and the perspective of other literary figures. Miller's exploration delved into the complexities of reading practices. Next is Reading Narrative, 1998, co-authored with Paul Hernady. This book explored narrative theory, offering insight into structure and interpretation of narratives. Miller contributed to the understanding of how stories are constructed and how readers engages them with them. Next is Topographies, 2006. In this collection of essays, Miller addresses various topics including the intersection of literature and philosophy and the complexities of literary language. The essay reflects ongoing engagement with the critical theory and literature. While J.H. Miller may not have an extensive list of solo authored works, his essays, articles, and collaborative efforts contribute significantly to the field of literary theory. For a comprehensive understanding of his contribution, exploring these key works would be beneficial for those preparing for the UGC NET English exam and interested in the realm of deconstructionism and poststructuralism. And friends, there you have it. A brief exploration of post-structuralism and deconstructionism with a nod to some influential thinkers. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Keep exploring, keep reading, and best of luck with your UGC NET English preparation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more academic insights. Until next time, happy learning. Thank you so much.